Greetings and welcome to Haywood's Plumbing channel. Today we're diving into a topic that every homeowner, DIY enthusiast, or professional plumber will find interesting. What is the difference between a compression fitting and a soldered fitting? You see, plumbing is a lot like a puzzle. Each piece, or in this case fitting, plays a crucial role in ensuring that the entire system functions smoothly. And just like in a puzzle, using the right piece or fitting at the right place can make a world of difference. Now imagine this. You're faced with a choice, a compression fitting or a soldered fitting. Which one do you choose? What makes one better than the other? Or are they just different sides of the same coin? Intriguing, isn't it? Well, today we're going to unravel this fitting conundrum. We'll explore the ins and outs of these two types of fittings, their benefits, and how to choose the right one for your needs. So, are you ready to become a fitting expert? Stick around as we delve into the world of compression fittings first. All right, let's start with compression fittings. What are they, and why are they used? Compression fittings, in their simplest terms, are devices used to connect two pipes or a pipe to a fixture or valve. They're a bit like a sandwich. Think of two bread slices with a filling in the middle. In this case, the bread is the nut and the ferrule, and the filling is the pipe. When you tighten the nut, it presses the ferrule onto the pipe, creating a watertight seal. This is why it's called a compression fitting. The pressure applied by tightening the nut compresses the fitting onto the pipe. Now you might be wondering, where are these fittings commonly used? Well, they're quite versatile and can be found in a variety of locations. From under your kitchen sink to the water line of your refrigerator, compression fittings are a go-to solution for many plumbing scenarios. They're especially handy in tight spaces where a soldered fitting might be difficult to install. But why choose compression fittings over other types? For starters, they're easy to install. You don't need to be a seasoned plumber armed with a blowtorch and solder. A simple wrench and a bit of elbow grease will do the trick. They're also reusable, which is a plus if you find yourself needing to disassemble and reassemble your plumbing. Another advantage is their ability to withstand high pressure. Once a compression fitting is properly installed, it forms a strong, leak-proof connection that can handle the typical water pressures in most residential homes. And lastly, they're adaptable. Compression fittings are available in a range of sizes and materials, making them suitable for various types of pipes, from copper to plastic. So that's the lowdown on compression fittings. But how do they compare to soldered fittings? Let's find out next. Now, let's shift our focus to soldered fittings. What sets them apart? Soldered fittings, often referred to as sweat fittings, are another common type of pipe fitting. They are used to join copper pipes and fittings together, creating a strong, leak-proof connection. The process of installing these fittings is a bit more complex, requiring heat and solder to create a bond. Imagine it like this. We're essentially fusing two pieces of metal together into one. First, the pipes are cleaned and flux, a chemical cleaning agent, is applied. The fitting is then heated with a torch, and when it's hot enough, a solder wire is applied to the joint. The heat causes the solder to melt and flow into the joint, creating a seal once it cools and hardens. Now, where do we typically find these soldered fittings? They're most commonly used in residential and commercial plumbing systems. You'll find them in your home's water supply lines, in heating systems, and even in air conditioning units. They're also used in industries that require a robust and durable connection, such as gas and oil pipelines. So why would someone choose a soldered fitting over a compression fitting? Well, there are a few reasons. First, soldered fittings provide a permanent, strong connection that can withstand high pressures and temperatures. They're incredibly durable and are less likely to leak than other types of fittings. Second, they're cost-effective. While the installation process may require more skill and time, the materials themselves are generally less expensive. Lastly, soldered fittings allow for a smoother flow of liquid or gas. Since the fitting becomes part of the pipe, there's no obstruction to the flow, which can lead to increased efficiency in your plumbing or heating system. Now that we've covered the basics of soldered fittings, it's time for the big question: which one is better? So, we've looked at compression fittings and soldered fittings individually, but how do they stack up against each other? Let's start with ease of installation. Compression fittings are often praised for their simplicity. With the right tools and a basic understanding, you can secure a leak-free connection in no time. There's no need for a blowtorch or a soldering iron. Just a wrench and a little elbow grease will do. Soldered fittings, on the other hand, require a bit more skill. You'll need to heat the fitting and pipe, apply the solder, and ensure it flows into the joint for a secure bond. It's a traditional method that's been around for centuries, but it certainly demands more time and expertise. When it comes to durability, both types of fittings hold their own. Compression fittings are designed to withstand high pressure and are resistant to vibration. They can be a reliable choice for heavy-duty applications. Soldered fittings, however, provide a permanent leak-proof seal that's capable of lasting for decades. They're a mainstay in many homes and buildings, and for good reason. But remember, the durability of your fittings also depends on the quality of the installation. Now let's talk about cost. Compression fittings tend to be more expensive than their soldered counterparts. But keep in mind, you're paying for convenience and ease of installation. You'll save on additional equipment and potentially labor costs. Soldered fittings are generally cheaper, but you'll need to factor in the cost of a blowtorch, solder, and flux. And if you're not comfortable doing it yourself, you might need to hire a professional. In terms of application, both types of fittings can be used in a variety of settings. Compression fittings are popular in applications where disassembly may be required, such as in removable appliances or fixtures. They're also a great choice for tight spaces where a torch might be dangerous. Soldered fittings, on the other hand, are a staple in permanent installations. They're often used in residential plumbing, heating systems, and anywhere else a secure, long-lasting connection is needed. There's no definitive answer to which fitting is better. It really depends on your specific needs and circumstances. Are you looking for a quick, easy solution? Then compression fittings might be your best bet. But if you're after a robust, long-lasting connection, and you're not afraid of a little DIY, soldered fittings could be the way to go. As you can see, both fittings have their own strengths and weaknesses. The choice really depends on your specific needs and circumstances. Well, there you have it. A comprehensive comparison between compression fittings and soldered fittings. We've delved deep into the world of fittings, unpacking the details of these two popular types. Remember, compression fittings are an excellent choice for those looking for easy installation and removal. They're a convenient option, especially for areas that are hard to reach or when you're working on a project where adjustments might be needed down the line. On the other hand, we have soldered fittings, which are known for their durability and strength. They're a fantastic choice for permanent installations where the utmost security is paramount. The process of soldering creates a strong, leak-proof seal that stands the test of time. But no one size fits all in the world of fittings. The choice between compression and soldered fittings depends largely on your specific needs and the situation at hand. Both have their merits and can serve you well in different scenarios. For instance, if you're working on a temporary setup or a project that might require future adjustments, compression fittings could be your go-to. But if you're dealing with a permanent installation where durability and security are key, soldered fittings might be the better choice. In the end, it's all about understanding your project needs and choosing the fitting that best suits your situation. And remember, always prioritize safety. Whether you're using compression or soldered fittings, make sure you're following the correct procedures and using the right tools for the job. Thanks for joining us today. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and comment below with something new you learned from this video. Until next time, keep learning and stay curious.